Music is definitely one of the larger parts of Zelda, from the iconic themes to the melodies that play into the story, but I'd say where it's most heavily emphasized is in gameplay. That sounds crazy, but when you think about it, it's true. From warping flutes to wind sticks, almost every entry in the franchise has a powerful musical instrument. But the question I'll be asking today is why isn't this staple item type in either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? These are the biggest and best-selling games in the series, and we definitely need this to return in the next one. If and when PMIs make their return to the series, how can they correctly do so? What we have to do in order to find the optimal formula for one of these is find the best 2 or 3 in the series to combine the best features and capabilities they have. Pretty early on in the series, as in the first game, they added the recorder, more commonly known as the flute. It served one simple purpose when put on the B button. It could warp you to the entrance of any dungeon that you had already cleared, basically prehistoric fast travel. In A Link to the Past, the flute can be used in the exact same way after waking a bird up, except there are just 9 set locations. The biggest takeaway here is fast travel. The first thing that comes to mind on the subject is undoubtedly the Ocarina of Time. It serves story purposes, but its abilities are great. All with different songs, you can prove you're with the royal family, make others happy, summon storms, interchange night and day, call your horse, open a sacred gate, and travel to almost every area of the map. Majora's Mask's rendition of the OOT fixed up the warping aspect, as it just used one song that let you travel anywhere you please, rather than having a separate song for each of the 6 locations. So the biggest things taken from this instrument is improved warping, but now neat interactions in the world, control over the environment such as time travel, weather, and time of day change. One you would think of directly after this would be the Wind Waker. While it is a great item, it's actually just a watered down version of the Ocarina. It has warping and day change. The only unique thing about it is wind control, but then again that's literally just a unique control over the environment. Another that I instantly thought of is the Goddess Harp from Skyward Sword. While its main and only necessary use is mainly story related, that is opening gates to the Silent Realm, it also has some other great mechanics. When played in the correct spot, this is what lets you reveal secrets in the game, gossip stones and goddess walls to name a few. It works really well as an item while still not being too OP, so the takeaway here is that PMIs can be used to obtain secrets and goodies. While scripting this video, I thought of one last thing that plays into making the optimal instrument item. Breath of the Wild actually has a sort of useful instrument that's quite easy to overlook in retrospect. It's not the ever so iconic accordion that Cass plays, but rather Hestu's maracas. Think about it. Without this PMI, you would have close to no inventory space for all of your gear. So apparently, another thing these instruments are good for is unlockables. So to conclude, I say if the next Zelda game has a powerful instrument, it should have at least 3 of these things to work well. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing if you found value in this video. You can also click the video on the screen to dive right into some more Zelda content. God bless you all.